cool. While people are going to be tuning in, I wish this actually were a bit higher. Mermaids. While people are going to tune in, I'm actually going to make this higher. Oh, here we go. Welcome to Wonderland. This is going to be the most incredible 5 weeks, the most magical 5 weeks ever. Hey! Hey. Okay. I think I have someone. Every time I, like the minute I put out a video, I notice that I get like an automatic thumbs up. So I have somebody that is really just, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, hey guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh man. Who is that? Who is person Z.3.2? It's here. Welcome to Hey Gwendolyn. Hey Gwendolyn, oh my God. Hey, I don't know how to do this YouTube stuff. Right, I don't either. I've not done, hi! Oh my God. So, do you guys realize like how epic this is gonna be? Like this is about, let me just get this going. Everything you think you know about what you know, I want you, especially for today, I want you to completely just wipe the slate clean. I want you to actually get into a space where anything becomes possible. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Nicole. Oh, I love seeing my regular faces. Welcome, welcome. You guys, this is the first time I've ever have done a YouTube live meditation course. So I'm so far, knock on wood, so good, but you guys can hear me okay, right? Let me know if I should plug in my headphones or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna get the energies settled. Hey, Alim. Hey, you guys. Okay, so those of you guys tuning in, I want to know, what are you guys most looking forward to within these next 5 weeks together? Like, what is it you would love to see, experience? Okay, good. What is it you are most like, what drew you into Wonderland? What does this mean for you? I want to know. Type it below. Let me know. I know, it's so exciting, right? I'm gonna play music while we do this. Music. Hey, Kina, welcome. You're a new face. Welcome. I'm really glad to see you. Let's do it. Positive vibes and energy. Amen. Right? That's the key. Clarity. Trusting myself fully. Love it, Amber. Right? And that's the thing. Today is going to be so perfect. Hey, Sadiq. That's the thing with today. Letting go of this. That is what today is all about. Today is all about literally coming back to the foundation, really wiping the slate clean, releasing, surrendering, flowing, like being in a space where you can become made, where, how do I say this, where you can literally start from the ground up, right? Love you too. All right, we're gonna get started. I have a little bit of music going. What you guys are gonna need, so here's how this is gonna work. So this is 5 weeks, you and me, together. I'm going to be teaching you secrets that I know when it comes to law of attraction, when it comes to manifestation, when it comes to flow, when it comes to releasing, when it comes to moving up and ascending and hitting that next level for you. The wonder of it all, one thing, yay us, amen. I'm going to be taking you through deep inner work. You guys are going to be really digging deep and getting honest, getting vulnerable, getting real with yourself. Was able to manifest money like nobody's business, but can't seem to do that person. Okay, interesting, cool. So I wonder what the beliefs around that and relationships would be. So that would be something you would love to explore. Today, okay, so for these next 5 weeks together, here I'm gonna answer as many questions as I can as they pop up. If I don't answer your question, believe me, I'm not ignoring you. I'm gonna hit a stride in the middle of my teaching where I'm not gonna be paying any sort of attention to the screen. I literally just kind of tune in, zone in, and I start speaking whatever comes through me. So I will do my best to answer as many questions as possible afterwards. And if you have like a really, like, not serious question, but if you have a question that you really, really want me to teach on or want to know, please feel free to email me, okay? It's I would recommend going to my site and then just shooting me an email through the contact section. That's the easiest way. That way somebody gets it for sure. Okay, so let's get started. So weeks, you guys are going to be diving deep. Okay, this is what you're going to need. Journal specifically for Wonderland. A meditation pill or something to get your booty comfortable, because we're going to be doing meditations. This is a heavy inner work, energy work program. And I recommend, when I do live streams and teachings, I always love bringing like little crystals and rocks, because I feel like they create this like sanctuary and they raise the vibe, and I just feel so like, whatever makes you feel really like this is like your time, like this is your sanctuary, this is your time away from the world. You can literally shut everything out. I want you for the next 45 minutes or so, already feeling the positive. Hey, Sophia, I am just uploading your thing actually right now, so I'm so excited to give it to you. Needless to say, Sophia is a love magnet, so that's amazing. I can't wait for you to get that. I was gonna say, so this is like for the next 45 minutes, this is you. You're entering Wonderland. You're entering your deep within yourself. I want you to make sure that you carve out this time, the sacred space, as best as possible. That means tell the kids, tell the pets, shut the door, like, don't bother me. This is my time. I'm going to be opening up and be creating something that not only is going to affect you, but it's going to affect everybody in your life. When you elevate, everybody is okay. So that's that. So journal, meditate, make it your sacred, safe, loving, beautiful space. The other thing too, what else? Oh, okay, this is the last thing. At the end of this 5 weeks, if you love the meditations, I am going to be creating a Welcome to Wonderland album, the CD baby, so you can have all the meditations. I'm actually debating, I might do like two. I might do like a live album where you can get the teachings and meditations, or I might just do one where it's just the meditation. So look forward for that at the end of the 5 weeks. And that's it. So before we get started, everybody just get relaxed. Let's get in the zone. I'm gonna try to block out distractions, because I'm like, I gotta try to block out distractions. Everybody just close your eyes with me. Grab a crystal if you want. Take a deep breath in, and let's just set the intention that for this next 45 minutes together, I want you to be open. I want you to be curious. I want you to think differently, to experience, pick up things that you may have never thought of, and not in a scary way, but in a way that it really expands what you believe is possible, what believe is available even. Set the intention to just be open to magic and miracles. We are going to enter absolute wonderland. We are going to be moving deep within you, deep within the heart, deep within the quantum layers of your very being. And so just be open, be curious, stay in one awe, and allow the magic to unfold. Okay, and so it is. So okay. Also, before I get into the teaching today, for those of you guys that need empirical evidence, for those of you guys that might be curious, or maybe, actually, I want to know who here has literally never heard of law of attraction, or who doesn't believe in law of attraction, who doesn't believe any of this woo-woo spiritual stuff. I want to know. Let me know. And if so, there might be maybe none of you guys do, because otherwise I don't know why you would be following me. But for those of you guys that may still be on the fence about, okay, what is this law of attraction? I was formerly like that. Honest inquiry. Okay, cool. So I'm curious, what changed your mind, honest inquiry? For how far along the law of attraction journey you are, the belief you have really confirmed within your being. I'm iffy about it. Okay, cool. I love the honesty. This is what I want you guys to do, especially. How did you guys find me? That's what I want to know. What I really want you to do is in your journals, not only do the inner work with within the journals, but I really want you to start taking notes that's popping up for you. Oh no, I'm breaking up. Okay, well, let me know if it becomes inaudible. What I'm trying to say is that what I want you to do, I want you to start proving this to yourself. Because this stuff is real. It really is real, but you have to really seek it. If you really seek it, right? So what I want you to do is in your journal is start taking notes of all the weird synchronicities that happen. Where did it break up? Oh my God, no. Where did it break up, you guys? Let me know. Oh, wow. That's why my husband is a non-believer, which makes essential. Lord, yeah, that's when you're, that's an interesting, it could, at the same time, it's also something that can be, how do I say this? Just something that you choose. It really, to me, it can help you become, as you become more confident. Sometimes we have our partner to us, our own, we're getting into. Completely convicted about what you're doing. Not only are you seeing results, not only are you influencing those around you to the point where they're going to ask, like, how are you doing this? But you are going to influence them as well. Okay, now video cut out for, oh, it's physics. Science is all interwoven, connected. It's the energy which makes it, yeah, energy is all energy for sure. All right, so if it's going to keep freezing, I might have, I'm going to switch over to my data. One, see if that helps. So I just switched over. Hey, Shavella. Oh my God, what does this mean? What does oh my God mean? I just switched over to my data, so let me know if this is helping at all. It was on the Wi-Fi. Lots better? Okay, good. So it was my, okay, there we go. All right. So we're gonna start over again. Good vibes, you guys, good vibes. All right, here we go. We can see your pretty face. Thank you, Amber. Okay, so I'm not sure what I was saying. Okay, but here's the thing. Here's the bottom line, you guys. What I want for you skeptics, for those of you that are on the fence about law of attraction, or that you just really want more proof, or that, or maybe you do believe and you've had some cool experiences, but maybe you're still somewhere on the journey where it's like doubts still pop up. If that's you, and that's totally okay, what I really want you to do is get a journal and start taking notes, start collecting empirical data that without a doubt that it's like, I was thinking this, and then like a few seconds later, maybe even a day later, whatever, this showed up, this weird synchronicity, this weird coincidence, this thing that was clearly out of the blue, that was too, whatever it is. I want you to start collecting the evidence of where this weird stuff, where this alignment stuff, or where the synchronicity stuff is popping up. Eventually you will have, like for me, when I first started getting into law of attraction, I had journals and journals and journals just filled with like weird synchronicities, weird manifestations, weird in a really cool way. Like can't remember. My biggest things were like when I needed a place to live, like I would manifest it when I was in New York, or just meeting certain people. I remember even actually before I knew about the law of attraction, I wanted to meet a certain band, and then through a weird strange of events of me not unconsciously, but without knowing it was law of attraction, I was like visualizing and obsessing over meeting this band. And then like a few months later, I ended up meeting the band, like getting invited backstage out of the blue, stuff like that. So I want you to keep track of all this stuff that keeps happening. And pretty soon you too will have journals and journals of empirical evidence where if the doubt ever does creep up again, just go back to your journal and say, oh my God, yeah, I remember when this happened. I remember when I really needed this to show up, and it did. I remember when I manifested, the money I needed right when I needed it. I remember when I manifested the idea or the help or the support. I remember when I was thinking about someone and they called me or they texted me. Like even the little stuff, because there really is no such thing as big or little. It's all manifestation. It's all alignment. It's all indicating that you're in the flow, that you're doing it right? And the more evidence you compile of what you're doing right, of what you're manifesting, the more you're going to, where your focus goes, energy flows, and where your focus goes, you create more of, right? Does this all make sense, you guys? So the point is, not only is this going to prove to yourself that yes, there is something going on here, there is a connection between what I'm thinking and feeling, what I'm seeing in the world around me, also within your body too, right? Like I've made points to recently, it's like my thing is, it's like I have a bad sugar addiction, and so I'm like, you know what, it's gonna be fun and easy for me to not eat sugar, and it's been pretty good actually, relatively easy. Whenever like a thing would pop up, I would just go back to the affirmation, and it's like, wow, okay, so that to me is a thing. Like that to me, it's like me affirming what I want to believe or what I want to experience, and then actually experiencing it. That's, even though it might seem small, that's still evidence. Like there's something going on here. So make sure you're doing that. So basically, let's get into it. So Wonderland, I actually debated calling this either the Garden of Eden or Welcome to Wonderland. They're both to me the same thing. And here's the bottom line. There is nothing. When you realize that the Garden of Eden, that Paradise Island, that Wonderland is a metaphor for that pure potential that exists within you. When you realize that everything you need is within you, when you realize that there truly is nothing you cannot be, do, nor have. And it's all about what's going on in your internal body, right? In your emotional state and what you're thinking about. Then you step into Wonderland. Then you step into that Garden of Eden. Then you step into that knowing that, holy cow, this world is a lot weirder than I thought it was. Like, this world is already kind of weird. If you think about it, I just wrote about this in a blog. It's like we're literally we're spinning on a living rock that's rotating around a ball of fire that is moving endlessly into the galaxy amongst hundreds of billions of other galaxies. Like, it's weird. It's already weird enough. And so the idea that there might be something else going on, that there might be even more to the picture, I actually don't think that's as weird to think. I think it's actually weird to not think there might be more to the story than we can fathom. And so that's really what this is about. This is about you understanding that there is something within you. There's more to the story. There's something that you can tap into, that you can flow with, that will literally change your life. And so today specifically, we're talking about clearing everything that stood in the way between you and what you really want to manifest. If you have ever felt stuck or trapped or really confused or felt like I just keep repeating the same patterns, or I really want to break free from these patterns, I want to break free from, I don't know, maybe family traditions. I want to break free from these limitations that I feel like I'm in. There's these dreams, there's these things that I feel and I know that are within me, and they feel so real. Like, your dreams are, and I always say this, I believe your dreams chose you. So not only are they real, but they are something that you need to act on, right? So the thing is, even the idea of physics, like the precision of the universe, like, it's just like weird. It's so perfect. Everything is so just bizarrely perfect. What I really want you to do today is we're going to be clearing old programs. I want you to, again, like I said earlier, stay curious about what's possible. I want you to be thinking about releasing outdated ways of thinking, outdated things. Maybe there's things that you continue to wear or do, or people you continue to hang around that you know really aren't serving you, that there's a part of you that knows that if I keep doing this, I'm going to create a life that I know is less than what I'm capable of. And that's the ultimate, right? That's really what the whole idea for me for Wonderland is. It's the idea that I can have anything, I can do anything, I can be anything, but how, right? And that's what this next 5 weeks is all about. How do you tap into that resource? How do you really believe that and create that? And the first step is to clear everything that says you can't. Clear everything. And here's the thing. The moment we are born, the moment you are born, you are already inundated with, you're already predisposed to beliefs, to what it means for me. Like, just being born as a woman in the time I was born in, I was already predisposed to what it means to be a woman, growing up now, what I should look like, or what my roles in society would be. And that's, of course, changing as our beliefs, as our mindsets change, as we evolve, everything changes. But not even 50 years ago, like, the mindset of what it meant to be a woman or a man, or to be in a relationship, or to be a good person, or to be successful, all of that there were so many, prior to you even being born, that was already existing. And so what I want you to do with Wonderland is to ask yourself, it was to realize, one, that, wow, there's a lot of things that I've been carrying and believing and just thinking is normal that maybe doesn't actually serve me. That may not actually fit with what I believe is possible, or what I really want to achieve, or what I feel is real inside of me, right? As an example, a lot of the people I work with, there's two main things that I work around. It's either love or money, abundance. And a lot of the things that people want to achieve, or they see they get excited about, like maybe having a certain amount of abundance, a certain amount of wealth, or living in a certain place, or being able to travel. A lot of them have this belief like, well, it would just be really hard to do that. Or, I can't do like, the VIP stuff because that's for rich people, or that's for like famous people. That's not for me, right? And so we create these barriers, these mental barriers between what we think is possible for us or normal for us versus what actually is available to us, right? And so if any of this is ringing a bell for you, or with relationships, it's like, well, so-and-so is just out of my league, or, oh, there's no way I can have it this way, or said whatever like these weird beliefs are. I want you to start challenging them. I want you to start really getting honest and clear with yourself and ask yourself, okay, this may be something I believe to be true, and it may be something I have experienced, and maybe something I grew up believing, I was inundated with because of my family, because of my culture, because of society. But now I get after the meditation, money is the root of all evil, right? It's like, okay, but is that really true? Because can't money also be a good thing? Doesn't money do good things? You know what I mean? So I really want you to start thinking for yourself. Day one for Wonderland is to just strip away, right? It's a resource, absolutely. So you're already there. You guys are already halfway there. And so we're going to get into the meditation. The meditation is a really cool energy meditation. It's all about just stripping away like bullshit beliefs, like not even bullshit beliefs, but just stuff that you don't have to keep choosing, right? Think for yourself. Think outside of the box. Dare to be different. Dare to be weird. Dare to be curious. Dare to be imaginative. Dare to think the impossible actually isn't as hard or as impossible as you might think, right? Shed the old, right? The love of money is the root of all evil, not money itself. Well, not even that, because love is a good thing. I love money. I so appreciate money. Money has allowed me to buy the phone that I can live stream for you guys and give you this message. Like, money has allowed me to do so much good in the world. So I think where people, this is totally off topic, but not really, because what I really want you guys to do is release attachments. It's the attachment, it's when we place I'm not going to say it right, the 𝔬𝔲𝔬𝔲𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬𝔬 about that, when we talk about detachment doesn't mean like you shouldn't have stuff, you shouldn't own stuff, but you shouldn't let stuff own you, right? So it's not about having something or loving something, but it's, yeah, when we think that that's our source of our happiness, or that actually means something about our worth, or that means something about our identity, it's actually the opposite. And this is what we're getting into. I want you to challenge your own identity. And what I mean by that, I want you to challenge and really think about, how do you want to identify? How do you want to identify yourself? Does this make sense? Another way to say this would be, how do you wish to see yourself? Do you want to see yourself the way you've always seen yourself? Do you want to see yourself, as someone that money comes easily to, as someone that always gets what they want, as someone that lives an easy, breezy, fun, joyous, fun-filled life? I said fun twice, but that's okay. True dad. True dat? Do you mean dat, or are you calling me dad? Because like whatever, it's all cool, right? Because I can identify as whatever I want, right? I want you to, this is really what it's about. When you strip away the stories, when you strip away old ways of thinking, old ways of being, old ways of what you consider normal. And here's really the bottom line. No, my dad is... Oh my God, that's hilarious. Bhagavad Gita, thank you. The Bhagavad Gita says detachment isn't about not owning things, but not letting the things own you, right? And so when you and honestly, with the law of attraction, my dad's on here. Hey, Dad. Yeah, so here's the thing. So this is like a law of attraction thing too, because the thing is, it's what comes from within you. How do I say this? It is who you are that manifests the stuff. It's not the stuff that makes you who you are, right? And so when we get that backwards, that's when we start thinking, oh, money's evil, or this is bad, or you shouldn't want these great things, or you should just stay humble. You shouldn't think so big. And it's like, it's not about that. It's not about that. You're just missing the point. So that'll be another tangent for another day. I want to go back to just you guys. I want you guys to really challenge. Like today, I want you to really think about it. Actually, get your journals out. We're going to do a question. Breathe. breathe, Madeline. I get so excited about this. And I love your guys' comments too, by the way. You guys are very woke, by the way. Things you own end up owning you. Tyler Durden. They can if you're not grounded within yourself. If you don't know who you are and you don't even realize why the thing, when you get it backwards. Honestly, it's like when you don't really understand your own self. That's when you start attaching. You try to figure yourself out by attaching your worth to, well, this is what I do, and this is how much money I make, and this is who I'm with, and this is where I live, and so therefore I must be a good person, and therefore like it means something. You make it to mean something about you, right? Hey Tony, what's up? What's up, my man? Okay, okay, get your journals out. So I went through this whole spiel, right? And then when it gets taken away, so does your worth, right? So that's why we want to, yay, whoa, okay, Sarah. So that's why we want to start, I want you to clear. Today is about clearing, right? It is not about what you have. I want you to strip away. Like, I almost want you to think about if you were, and I said this in another program before, if you were literally dropped on the face of the earth, no family, no friends, no money, no nothing. You had literally nothing. No preconditioned beliefs, no religion, no, weird wonky things about what it meant to be who you are, no social, brainwashing, that's a harsh word, but like, yeah, no social conditioning, no preconceived notions about anything or anyone, right? If you were like truly a blank slate, right? So put yourself in that space. If everything was like Wonderland, if you were looking out and realizing, oh my God, there's so much of like everything, and I can be anything, and I can do anything, I can have anything. First question, what would you choose to believe? Like, tap into yourself. Like, what is it that you truly feel drawn to? Like, who are you? If you strip everything away, what then becomes true for you? Does that make sense? Let me know if you have questions on it. If not, just start journaling. And here's the thing with journaling, you guys, please do not overthink journaling. A lot of people ask, like, they say like, nothing's coming up. And if truly nothing's coming up, then fine, don't force it. But I guarantee you, if you just create space to put pen to paper, something will come up. What usually happens is we get in our head and we start thinking like, we start overthinking about what we're trying to say. How do you personally practice the blank slate? We're gonna do a meditation, Tamana. Hey, Tamana, oh my God, I haven't seen you in forever. Sup, girl? We're gonna practice a meditation. And it's just really about, here's the thing too, tangent a little bit, but not really. Releasing stuff isn't about like trying to push it away, because that never works, right? We live in a law of attraction. We don't push anything away. In fact, the more we resist something, the more we become like obsessed with it. The harder it is to actually stop thinking about. It's like, don't think about a pink elephant, right? The whole thing. Or you can start writing off the top of your head. Yeah, that's the thing. Even if it's nonsense, just let it come out. We want to tap into the stream of consciousness. So the thing is with attachments, it sounds like a paradox. It sounds counterintuitive, but you actually learn to love and accept all your limitations, right? I'm going to disagree with you, Larry. I don't think it's desire. I think it's attachment to the desire. I think desire motivates us and propels us to be creative and inventive. It's the very thing, it's our nature. Even the desire to not have desire is a desire. So you're never going to get rid of desire. It's the very thing that propels existence. So I do disagree with that. I think that's what a Buddhist thing. I think trying to limit what is natural to you, and that is to desire things, to desire food, to survive, to desire love, to procreate, or to have companionship. There's nothing wrong with desire. It's when you become attached, you create some sort of like, you think, it's really when you become attached to the desire, and you make it have power over you. And the problem with that is that everything is transient, right? And so not being able to be fluid and in the flow with what comes and goes, that's really what creates suffering. The cause of suffering is, it went away, I couldn't see it. So anyways, back to journaling, everybody. So the question is, if you truly had a clean slate, right? If you were dropped on planet Earth, your day one planet Earth, you don't even know who you are, you haven't defined it yet, no one's defined you for you yet, you don't know anything about religion or even spirituality. The only thing you know is what you feel inside of you. What becomes real? What is real for you? What is real for you? Start journaling. I'm going to be quiet for the next minute. Whatever comes up, let it come up and go. If you guys are just tuning in, I'm not just not talking for the sake of not talking, although that would be quite a concept for me, but we're journaling. So you're gonna have to watch the replay to get into what we're journaling. Okay, so that's good enough for now. So I would love, so you guys, please share, like, what came up for you? Were there any golden nuggets? Were there any surprise thoughts? Or was there anything that you've already been thinking about? Share for me, share with everybody what came up. If I were in a state of blank slate, I would have been filled with absolute acceptance of self and optimum curiosity, everything around me. I love it. Yes, stay curious, stay open, right? We are now embarking into wonderland. Anything is possible. Whichever path you choose is totally cool, but it's your path to choose, and just take responsibility for that. It's like, stay curious. Absolutely, I love that. And actually, Kina, I'm gonna disagree respectfully about passion and or desire. I think both are beautiful things. I have a desire to do certain things in the world, to talk with people. This whole teaching thing was a desire, and it's a passion, right? Again, I think where suffering truly comes from is the attachment. People get really attached to a thing or a person or a relationship or money, and when that slips away, then they lose their sense of identity, and that's what causes the suffering, because they put their worth, they put their identity, they put significance in the thing and not within themselves. So that's my spiel on that. I won't keep going on that. What else came up for you guys? I would love to know. Stay curious too. Stay adventurous. Okay, well, while you guys are typing, because I want to see, and those of you guys watching the replay, please share. If you were like a completely clean blank slate, what becomes true for you, right? And here's the thing. What we're talking about right now is your programming, right? The whole spiel I just got into earlier about how even before you're born, or even as you're born, automatically these ideas are put on you. You're taught certain things. You're taught to believe certain things about yourself. I would also have no fear or any sense of limitations doing to being a clean. Absolutely, right? There's like this total sense of freedom, like, wow, anything's possible. Like, and here's the thing, you know this. We know this. When we strip away fears, doubts, the idea of limitation, we strip away what we think we have to do for other people, right? When we strip away conditional love, when we strip it all away, we have this ultimate, we're basically returning back to our purest nature, and that is freedom. And that's knowing that I am free and anything is possible, and there's nothing I have to do. So where did this programming come from, where I feel like I'm limited, or I can't reach for the sky, or I can't want certain things, or move towards certain things, or whatever, have passion and desires? Like, we have things beating on our very heart. Acceptance of self and being curious mode of the beauty and wonder of the place and the infinite possibilities. Love it. I'd be excited in the beauty of living and being. Oh my God, you see how amazing that feels? Exploring the new surroundings, sensation, and feelings. Madeline, we were born free. Yes, we were. But yet we don't even realize how free we are, right? Abraham always says, you are so free you can choose bondage. And we often do. We often tie ourselves in chains because of religion, because of family beliefs, because of whatever, and we basically squash what's beating and true within us. And ultimately, that causes resentment, that causes suffering, that causes limitation, that stifles the soul, and that never feels good, because you are born free. And this is what this next 5 weeks is about. I want you to just completely open up. I want you to not only open up, but you'll see that as you open up, your entire world opens up. It really is like walking into Paradise Island, where you're like, I can do have anything? Really? And even if you're sort of questioning that, at least question it. Don't just shut it out, right? At least be curious about it. And so here's the thing. What we're really talking about is, what are your current, hallelujah, indeed freedom. Woo! There were no labels on our identity. Right? I would question everything with loving curiosity. Right, totally, right. I would want to believe that anything is possible, right? Because this is like what we know. We already know this. but we forgot it because we were taught differently. We're immersed in a world that says that's not true. You've got to just, live this life to be a good person and and it's like you lose your own voice in the mix of all the noise, right? So you guys get it. The truth is, if you stripped everything away, if you stripped all the programming away, then you get to rewrite it. You get to rewrite everything. And that's where it's at, right? And so this is actually the second question I'm going to get into. Zero judgments, resistance, limitations, just acceptance and full manifestation of all my desires. Yes, you guys get it. Are you guys feeling this? Like, are you guys feeling that, like, just like freedom, that sense of like wonder, that sense of like, oh my God, could it be this good? Like, are you feeling that? Please let me know. And so here's the thing. You know this innately, that you were born free, that you were born with possibilities and options and power beyond, I think, beyond what most of us know. So the question is, you are living a reality right now. You have certain friends, you have certain relationships, you have a certain way of living, you have a certain lifestyle, you have a certain body, you have certain money in the bank. You're living a reality that you created, right? We want to this is where we start to take full responsibility for ourselves, right? And not to please do not step into criticism of yourself. Just get curious. Like, I wonder why I would have created this. I wonder what programs are running that would have caused me to limit myself in this way, or to sabotage myself in this way, or to create maybe something really good that would have allowed me to create this wonderful thing in my life, right? So here's the thing. The standards what you consider normal, that is your programming, right? And so you might think right now that the way you're living is like as good as it gets, right? I promise you, well, first of all, everything is perceptual, but I promise you there's probably someone that, whether you think you're living like as a king or whether you feel like you're living like with struggle and limitation, it's not that things can be good, it's that things already are good, right? How do I want to say this? Excuse me, I just had chili, and that's TMI, but it's coming up. It's burping. What I'm trying to say is that the normal, thank you, Kara, the normal that you've created is totally your programming, right? So an example would be that maybe you feel like the things that you really want are just way out of reach. Like there's no way that would be possible for you, right? Well, that's your programming, right? So what if there's a way that you could change the programming to make that normal? As an example, this might make more sense. The way you're living right now, I wish I could like people's comments on here, right? The way you're living right now, somebody might look at you and think, holy cow, this person is so lucky. I guarantee anybody who's on this live stream, there are people in the world that would probably die to have your life. And you know this. You know we are very fortunate to have a lot of really cool gadgets and things and abilities to connect. And there's people in the world that don't have that luxury, right? We know that. At the same time, there's people in the world that might look at the way you're living, I'm living, and think, oh my God, how could you stand to live like that? Like, why don't you fix yourself? Why don't you get it together? You know what I mean? Like, it's all perceptual. So the question is, what I'm trying to say is that the idea of what normal is, the idea of what is possible, it's all perception, right? There's some people that create amazing lives, and to them, that's normal. And then there's some people that live lives that you might be like, what are you thinking? Like, why do you keep doing this? But to them, that's normal, right? And so the idea is, I want you to start thinking of, well, what do you actually want to be normal now, right? Because a lot of the stuff that we have made normal, it's just stuff that maybe it's the way our parents lived or the way we think is a good way to live, but it may not actually be the way we want to live, right? And always stay in gratitude, even if, and here's the thing too, even if, knowing that you want more for yourself, there's nothing wrong with that. But yes, always stay in gratitude, because truly we are blessed. We are already whole. Does that make sense? Right? You want to stay in gratitude because gratitude is just a super powerful vibe in the first place. And you can't get to any new place if you're feeling stuck and trapped in the here and now. The only way to move into the next level is to really fully appreciate where you are now. But then again, what Abraham says, appreciate where you are, but be eager for more, right? So here's the thing. So my next question to you guys is, I want you to start expanding on what is normal, right? You might think that, and I keep harping on this, but I really want you to question, like, the way I'm living, the way my body is, the way my relationships are, the way I make money, how happy I am in my life. Yes. What else? My lifestyle, the car I drive, like the food I eat, right? I want you to really start questioning, like, is this really what you want? Or have you just made this like, well, this is just what I can get. This is just what I can afford. This is just what's real for me. This is just what normal people, like, I can't eat like super healthy organic food all the time. That's what like rich people do. Like normal people normal people, can't eat the way I really want to eat. But it's like, okay, but what if you changed what you consider normal? Because for some people, it is very normal to eat organic food, healthy food, wonderful food all the time. For some people, it is very normal to live like luxurious, VIP, beautiful filled lives, to have travel and adventure. So for some people, that's totally normal. And that's why they manifest that reality. And then for some people, it's normal to really always feel like you have to struggle and live in limitation. So none of it's wrong. It's just perception. It's just what you are choosing for yourself. And here's the thing. The minute you decide, it's not an overnight thing, right? It's not. It's a baby step. It's a gradual process. Like for instance, when I started to upgrade my wardrobe, I started to notice like, oh my God, I have some socks that have holes in them. And it's like, I really don't like having socks that have holes in them. That doesn't feel high vibe to me. That's not how I want to, that's not the identity that I'm creating. And so I would just like get new socks or like get new underwear, or I would like just get little things. And then eventually baby step, and then I would clear out, literally like every time I would clear out my closet, new clothes would come in, and I'm like, because I created space for newness. That's law of attraction for you. So, and eventually I had a whole new wardrobe where I'm like, wow, this is a high vibe wardrobe. Thank you, Amazing Grace. And so that's how it works. So it doesn't matter if it's your clothes. Same with the body. Maybe one day you wake up and realize, I don't want to have this. I want a better body. I want to expect, I want more. I want better for myself, right? I want to be healthier, leaner, have more energy, right? So gradually, day by day, you make different choices. You start saying, well, you know what? I'm going to make it normal to be healthy and energized all the time. Because that is a reality for some people. Not for everybody, but it can be a reality for you. So then you make different choices. You start eating better. You start going to the gym. You start doing things that feel good. You start moving your body. And you start choosing to do that more often than not. And you do baby steps. Is this our perception of normal, or what we decide to be normal? It went away. I couldn't read it. But the point of what I'm saying is I want you to start choosing your own normal. For me, normal has always been to live within the comfort zone and live a mediocre lifestyle in all ways. In other words, avoid attention from others and not feel judged, right? Right. And so you could really go into like, well, why would you choose that? Like, why does that actually benefit you? I missed the question. So the point is, so get to your journals. The second question is, if you are ready to create a new normal, if you are wanting to, if you know, better question, what do you know you need to release? What are you ready to release so you can create space for that new normal, right? For that new reality. Right. Let me know, I'm going to interrupt the music. Let me know if you have questions about that. Just to kind of recap, because what we're talking about is that when you decide to create a new normal, when you decide just the intention, you don't have to know how, you just have to say, listen, I realize that I have a whole lot of conditioning and programming going on. Lay out the entire category, such as clothes on the floor, pick it up one by one. If it doesn't spark, join you. Yeah, absolutely. It's like little things. I'm loving your questions. Good. Right? So the thing is, it's like, the bottom line is that normal is a choice. It's your choice. And a lot of our choices are unconscious, meaning there's just stuff that we consider normal because the people around us are living it, or we grew up living it. And so we just assume that's just the way it is. But I'm telling you, wipe the slate clean. The way it is the way you decide for it to be. And the minute you make the intention for something better or different, you will start to move in that direction. So the question is, to create that new normal, to move and create in this wonderland, what do you know you need to release? This could be fears. This could be a hardness, like a lack of curiosity. I don't know what the word is, like a lack of wonder, a sense of just being soft and open, right? This could be, maybe there's like actual clothes, like socks with holes in them. I know I need to release that because I don't want that to be normal. I don't want dingy socks, right? That's me. Maybe for you, you're totally cool with that. Whatever's high vibe. The bottom line is that what do you know you need to release that doesn't truly resonate with you, that doesn't feel good to you? Like someone just said, it's about what would you actually be choosing for yourself if you didn't have the fears, the beliefs, the old habits, bad habits. Maybe it's like a habit of like constantly being on social media when you would be better served, your soul would be better served by creating music or creating meditations. But you're actually distracting yourself because maybe you could go deep into that, but you're distracting yourself because you don't believe in yourself, because you've created a normal where you just sort of murper-derp along life, whatever. Back to the question is, what do you know you need to release? What do you know it's time to release? What do you know it's time to clear? Or what are you secretly scared of releasing that you know you need to release to create space for that newness? I'm gonna give you a couple minutes and go. We're perturbing. I a few years, there was a point in time where I dated a Murph-a-derp, and that was my name for him, because it was just like, Murph-a-derp, I'm like, I cannot with Murph-a-derps. Why are you not curious about life and just like living and manifesting and discovering more? It was like he was confined to this box, and I was like, wake up! Like, so yeah, Murph-a-derp is a real thing. I promise you. Anyways, keep journaling. I want to know. I'm literally crying laughing right now. That's awesome. Oh, it makes me happy, Sarah. Makes me happy that you cry laugh. I'm just happy you're here, actually. Truly am. Okay, that's enough time. So go ahead, please share with me like what you know you're ready to release. I actually want you to declare it right now, right in the comment box below. What are you declaring to the world, to the universe, to me, that you are releasing? Like, I am officially releasing this. I declare that I am no longer available for that. I've severed toxic friendships, but need to let go of the residual energy. Perfect, right? It is done, it is done, it is done. Right, amen. I need to release the space from the feeling of I should live within my comfort zone and stop trying new ways of health regime, ideas and actions with regards to moving abroad. Right, so we're the fears, releasing the old expectations of what could be possible for you, right? Absolutely. Here's the thing, clearing energy, and we're gonna go into the meditation now. And if this is an energy work meditation, please believe me, clearing energy is very real. Once you have cleared, like truly clear, and it's a baby step process, right? It's like for me with my journey with anxiety. Like I wasn't like, okay, I'm clearing my anxiety and now I'm done. Like, no, this was something every time it came up, I would reframe, I would rewire, I would have a different response, right? I would breathe deeper, I would calm instead of getting overly excited, I would calm. And then eventually those baby steps led to more and more healing, and to the point where it's like I'm not affected by it anymore. Or if I do feel it coming up, I know how to really in that moment relieve myself from it. I declare that I will no longer allow myself or others to tell me what I can or can't do. Yes! Because I can do everything. Yes, yes. I release my fear of failure and not being smart enough. Oh, that's huge, right? You are so smart enough, right? I mean, you're here after all, duh. Negativity. Okay, I'm ready to release feelings of being not enough. Oh my God, yes. That the BS fears that you're not enough. You are so worthy. But we get right. Oh my God. Okay, good. So this is work that, yes, fear of the unknown, not to settle for less than, yes. You guys, this is awesome. So here's the thing. We're going to work on clearing all this stuff right now. This is something that I want you to revisit this meditation. I have a closet full of old stuff and clothes that I definitely need to clear out. Yes, like physical stuff. That is important. That's an energy, right? Okay, the message disappeared. But yeah, so physical stuff. stuff, emotional stuff, limitations, block old ways of being, thinking, whatever. Clear, 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 clear. You know what you got to clear so you can free yourself. Once you have cleared this type of energy, that's when you no longer attract it. And that's also when you see it in other people around you, it doesn't affect you in the same way. So anytime you're triggered by something, it's always a message for you to ask yourself, what within me is being triggered? What do I actually need to clear? And this is about, it's going to seem paradoxical, but this is actually about loving the triggers, loving your limitations, and not like, oh, I love you, stay with me, but like, you know what? You served a real valid purpose for my growth, and I appreciate you, but I no longer need to keep choosing you because I've learned the lesson. So you'll get that in the meditation, but basically what I'm trying to say is that as you continue to do this clearing work, it is real, and you will notice that the way you respond to others, the way you respond to these same situations will change, absolutely. Okay, so before we get into the meditation, do you guys have any questions? I want to change the music, actually. Yes, clearing is good. Yes, Tony. Yes. Clearing is so good. It's so like, it's like, okay, it's literally like taking like all the old stuff out of your closet and like giving it away. I usually give it to Goodwill or even throwing it away, whatever feels right for you. And then you have this space. It's like this feng shui, like open energy space where you're like, it feels better. It's that very subtle shift, but it's noticeable, and it's usually you like the music, but it's usually only noticeable after the fact. We don't often realize how much pressure we're putting on unnecessary pressure. It's all unnecessary. Like we're not meant to take on this stuff. We're supposed to be flowing and flying and creating and manifesting and living in absolute joy. We are in wonderland, you guys. What's the most important thing I missed it. It's amazing how every time I clear my closet, yes, and that's the thing. And here's the thing. When you do the clearing work, that's when the new stuff comes in, the new ideas, the whatever it is for you, that's when you start ascending and you start just vibrating in a different space, and then you start believing differently and thinking differently and acting differently, and then therefore manifesting differently. It's all one and the same. Okay, I don't see any questions, so what I'm gonna do is I have a little candle here for you guys. Get your so go ahead and put your journals away. Get your medi pillows out. Get comfortable. You can lie down. I'm gonna guide you through this meditation. You can lie down, sit up. It doesn't really matter. You know, just don't fall asleep on me. But even if you do, it's okay. I won't be offended. And I'm gonna switch the view so you can do the meditation without having to look at me. Oh my God. Oh, here's the questions. Okay. Every time do you have a daily awareness meditation practice such as candle meditation? Just yes, I will often. I only do it for 5 minutes when I'm trying to receive a download. Like usually it's like when I want to create something like a program or a meditation. I will literally do 5 minutes of silence, and I'm just allowing myself to receive thought. And that's usually when I get flashes like for instance, Welcome to Wonderland. I was like, at first I wanted to name this program Love and Light. And I was like, I'm not really loving that. So I went into a 5-minute meditation. And then I heard Eden. I saw the word Eden. And I was like, okay, Garden of Eden. I like that. Paradise Island, like that. I know that it's real. It exists within us. Anyway, so yes, I will do but I only keep it at five minutes because after that, my mind wanders. Yeah, definitely. Man, I'm breaking out. Okay, guys, I'm going to switch it to the candle. Give me 1 second. Oh my God, how do I switch? Oh, there we go. Okay. So do I want to turn off the light? No way, I am falling asleep on this meditation. Ready for my trip to Wonderland. All right, so we are doing clearing work. This is like a super cool, okay, I want to change this. This is like a total energy work meditation. So just trust the process. Have fun with it. I want you to think of, before we really tap into manifesting and visualizing and creating and being in that space of just like, oh my God, this is amazing. We first want to make sure we start with a clean slate. So that's what it's all about. So go ahead and take a deep breath in and relax. And just keep having big belly breaths. As you breathe, affirm to yourself, I am ready to release. I choose to release all that no longer serves me. I am a clean slate. Whatever most resonates with you, affirm that with each inhale. And then with each exhale, I want you to feel your body literally sink into the bed or the floor beneath you, or the chair. Or if you're driving, just get in a really zen space. It is safe to release. It is safe to clear the old programs. You are absolutely safe. So now I want you to imagine that at an energy level, I want you to sense yourself as energy. So just however you feel that, however you tap into that subtle energy around your body, I just want you to feel yourself. And now in your mind's eye, imagine that your energy is spinning. Spinning like a star. Imagine that things are orbiting around you. Imagine yourself spinning faster and faster and faster and faster. And as you spin faster, notice that there are people and objects and situations in your life that are now being attracted to you or drawn to you. Let whatever comes to mind be what needs to come to your mind. Keep increasing your spin. Get a sense of how fast you are spinning. And as you increase your spin, notice how the things you attract change. What is happening at the subconscious level is you are raising your vibration. You are raising your spin. You are moving into a next level of growth. So mentally imagine that your spin is increasing to a higher, finer level. And you're glowing, you're radiating. Notice that the more you spin, the more you radiate, the more bright you become. And the more everything in your life begins to disappear, the old ways of thinking, the old patterns, people, places, objects, situations, they all begin to dissipate in your light. Continue to spin faster and faster and faster until you become pure light. As you become pure light, notice how effortlessly all those things that you were holding on to just fall away. The old is falling away. And now there are new things that are being attracted to you. Notice how things feel not big or heavy or dense or scary anymore. Now that you are pure light, now that you are spinning so incredibly fast. Now I want you to, in your mind's eye, envision that there are lines of energy moving out from the center of your being and moving out to everyone and everything in your life. So friends, family, pets, jobs, people you work with, coach with, mentor with. Imagine you have all these lines of light connecting you all around the world. I want you to move all of these lines of energy to your heart. And just imagine increasing the light. Imagine making each of these connections, each of these lines of light, more beautiful and radiant. Notice how this shifts the way you feel about each of these relationships. Make the lines of light as beautiful and as vibrant as you want, knowing that as you do this, you are raising the vibration, you're raising the feeling, the light and the love between you and this thing you're connected to. And it's increasing your spin. You can choose to increase your light with certain people, or you can choose to watch that connection dissipate, but you do so by creating more light. And just keep doing this until you feel you are complete, until you feel some sort of shift in your emotions or in your body. Take a deep breath in. Allow yourself to come back into your body, back into the room, and know that the energy work you just did, one, is very real. As you increase the light and energy and radiance between you and anything, you change the relationship with it. You change the way you relate to it. You change the way it shows up in your life. There, flip it back. So, when you guys come back, talk to me. The big thing with that meditation is that, for me, is that, sorry, I just got an email, it distracted me, is that releasing something doesn't have to be this like struggle, like, oh, I've gotta, like, get away from me, push, push, push. That never works. Truly releasing something, for me, visually, is about just me focusing on me and increasing my light, and knowing that as I operate from a place of pure alignment and gratitude and acceptance and love of everything around me, the things that truly don't serve me just dissipate. I had a lot of mind chatters going on from time to time about random stuff. That's okay. That happens. Oh, good. How do you say your name? Lim? Am I saying that right? I'm glad you liked it. It is power play. And here's the other thing too. You're gonna be playing, learning how to. Week 3 and 4, you're going to be learning how to really play with light. Light is so incredible. It's so simple, you guys. Literally, I will imagine, I can't tell you how many times I've gone into a restaurant and the waiter, if I felt like the staff was kind of like, I would literally send sparkles of light. I would imagine like I would breathe in, and then on my exhale, I would imagine like shooting out sparkles of light, like, and imagine it like flickering down and all around the room, and it would shift the mood of the room. And it's so crazy and wild and wacky, but it works. And so playing with light is so much, it's so easy and it's so fun. So yeah, as you send light out to your attachments, to your fears, as you just see it, because it's all, everything in your life is attracted to you, right? So if you just imagine yourself as that like spinning star or something, as the faster you spin, the higher you vibrate, the more light you create, the things that don't serve you, they just fall away. Oh, I felt like my heart, okay, wait, oh, there we go, okay. It's like Elim. Oh, Elim. Oh, I like that. Oh, but it's okay. I felt like my heart center was vibrating. Yay! I felt that exploding light thing you just described. Yeah, right? It's like intense. It's like energized. It's like, whoa. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so what I want you to notice, what I want you to do for the rest of the 5 weeks, starting right now and today, is start taking note of all the synchronicities. I love this, and I felt a shift in my sacral chakra. Yes! Keep playing with this meditation. We're going to meet next week, same time, same place. It might be Wednesday because I might actually have a kickball game. I'll let you guys know. But so either Wednesday or Thursday, get on the newsletter, and that way you can keep up with if I change the date. But let's aim for I'm feeling Wednesday for some reason. But anyways, please keep track of your synchronicities, your manifestations. That was so powerful. I really felt myself as a spinning vortex of energy. Yay! So you guys were in it, man. You guys were feeling it. Good. You are so welcome. You guys, this is going to change everything. You're going to change everything because you're going to transform, because you're going to become open to so much more than what many people even dare to dream about. Most people are just like, they don't even realize that they're unconsciously just living in this life that was created for them. And so, do we do this meditation daily? If it feels right. I meditate daily. I don't always meditate on the same meditation, but if you are getting something out of this meditation, absolutely. But if you hit a point where you feel like you're not getting anything from the meditation, then ask to be shown what's next for you. I felt like I was in my vortex. At first I was feeling dizzy, and then that's energy working. That for me, with my anxiety too, when I was doing a lot of energy work, I would feel almost out of body. It would freak me out, but that's energy, baby. So that's good. I felt like I was in my vortex, like standing in a tornado, and all the things that seemed to matter a lot disappeared. And that's it. Everything that seems heavy, when we send it light, we literally lighten it up. Loved it. I feel so much lighter and brighter. Yay, Sophia! I can't wait to give you your thing. It's about done. A good tornado. Yeah, I got you, Amber. All right, you guys, I am so glad you were here. Thank you for being here. Get on the newsletter to stay tuned when we have week 2. Again, for this week, revisit the meditation. I would do this meditation every night if you can, and just keep journaling out the questions. Like, my questions for you this week are, because releasing is something that things will pop up and you get to choose. Do I want to keep this or release it? And then ultimately step into, what is it that I'm now choosing for myself? What do I want to be my new normal? What do I want to open up to? What would I love to be a possibility? I want to make a certain amount of income every month. Whether or not you believe in it right now, would you be at least willing to believe it or to step into it? Start affirming that as you step into this wonderland, right? You get to choose. So choose, right? All right. Love you guys so much. Talk with you soon. Wait, anything else I have to say? And then keep your journal of evidence. Okay, and that's it. Keep your journal of evidence. You're welcome, Sarah. I love you. I love you, my babies. Oh my God. I love you. I love you. I love you. Sending you so much love and light. Wait, let's end it on a rampage. You are on a path of pure ascension, pure upliftment, of joy, of just absolute magic and miracles. So much good is happening. You are exactly where you need to be. It's only going to get better. You are so worthy. You are so magnificent. You are so fabulous. You are destined to be here. You are destined for greatness. You are destined to achieve everything you set your mind and heart to. All right, bye guys. Love you. Namaste.